If your gains aren't coming, you might be making these mistakes. The first mistake beginners make is lifting too heavy too soon. If you are an absolute beginner to the gym, you should start doing exercises with lighter weight, focusing more on form. The second most common mistake people make at the gym is that they jump straight into isolation exercises, skipping compound movements, which are essential for proper muscular development. Compound lifts are lifts that hit the most muscles in a given exercise, such as squats, deadlifts, bench press, pull-ups, overhead military press. Let's start by seeing which muscle group is getting trained with each one of these exercises. First, we have squats. Squats primarily work the quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings, but they are a compound exercise that also engages calves, adductors, and the entire core, including the lower back and abdominals, to stabilize the body and control movement. Secondary muscles, like those in the upper back and shoulders, are also activated, particularly when holding weight. Squats can be very beneficial to properly develop muscles of the lower body, but they should be done with a proper and strict form, controlling the weight on the upper portion of the lift, pausing at the top while flexing the lower body, and slowly and precisely controlling the weight down on the negative portion of the lift, or until you can safely re-rack the weight. Once you start to lift more weight, this exercise becomes more risky, but also more rewarding, giving you more gains than most other exercises. Also, if you're about to achieve or attempt to get a personal record, make sure you have a spotter behind you to help lift the weight in case anything goes wrong. The second main compound movement that is most beneficial for the muscles of the back is the deadlift. To perform a deadlift, stand with your feet hip-width apart and hinge at your hips to grip the bar. Keeping your back straight and core engaged, drive through your feet to stand up with the weight. If performed properly, this compound exercise works the muscles of your entire body, especially the glutes, hamstrings, and back, and offers many benefits such as improved posture, bone density, and core strength. Prioritizing proper form is critical to prevent injury and maximize your strength gains. To prevent deadlift injuries, prioritize good form by keeping a neutral spine, engaging your core, and maintaining a strong grip. Start with light weights to master your technique, strengthen your core and glutes, and incorporate mobility exercises for hips and hamstrings. Always warm up, keep the bar close to your body, and avoid rounding your back or bouncing the weights. This exercise is what brings most people to the gym in the first place. It looks fun, and the success you feel after lifting a weight that you work towards, workout after workout, is one of a kind. It should be noted that when you start getting to higher weights that you should ask someone in the gym to spot you if you don't already have a lifting partner. The third lift on our list is the bench press, probably the most dangerous but, by far, the most rewarding. To perform the bench press properly, you first must hold the weight directly over the shoulders, arms slightly wider than shoulder height. Push the weight up until your arms are angled at 45 degrees at the top. Slowly lower the weight back down to chest height, elbows out to the sides. Repeat the press and perform around 5 reps or more. To prevent bench press injuries, prioritize proper form, which includes a controlled descent, a curved bar path, and tucked elbows around a 45 to 70 degree angle. Also, ensure your shoulder blades are retracted, use a grip not much wider than shoulder width, and reduce the weight to avoid pain. Before lifting, warm up properly and strengthen your rotator cuff muscles with light, high-rep exercises. To safely spot a barbell bench press, your primary role is to provide a smooth lift-off and intervene only when the lifter signals for help or the bar stalls. Before starting, make sure to communicate clearly with the lifter to establish expectations. The final exercise that we're gonna be covering in this video is the pull-up. Despite how easy this exercise looks, most beginners in fitness can't do it properly without swing and momentum. To progress to a pull-up, build strength with exercises like dead hangs, scapular pull-ups, and negative pull-ups, slowly lowering from a jumped-up position. Once stronger, use assisted variations like resistance bands or a chair to support your body weight, focusing on proper form. To properly perform a full pull-up, first grip the bar with palms facing away and hands slightly wider than shoulder width. Hang with straight arms, engage your core, and keep the body still. Pull the shoulder blades down and back before bending the elbows. Bring the chest toward the bar until the chin clears it. Lower under control until the arms are fully straight again. Avoid common mistakes like kicking the legs, doing half reps, shrugging the shoulders, or craning the neck. The muscle up or Russian pull-up is a harder variation of the ordinary pull-up. Less than 1 out of 10 people can do it. The third most common and easiest to fix mistake is that of recovery and resting after the gym, probably the most overlooked step of muscle building and the most effective step. The muscles use its resources while training, so our main goal after training is letting them rest properly and proper nutrition. To effectively rest and recover from the gym, focus on post-workout cooling down, proper nutrition and hydration, sufficient sleep, active recovery on rest days, and techniques like stretching, foam rolling, or massage to alleviate muscle soreness and promote circulation. Consistent rest and a combination of these strategies will help your muscles repair, prevent fatigue, and improve overall fitness. You generally need 2 to 3 days of rest between strength training sessions for the same muscle group, though you can still train other muscle groups on consecutive days. The optimal amount of rest varies based on factors like your fitness level, the intensity and volume of your workouts, and your training split. So let's recap what your workout should look like. First, you should focus on compound lifts, such as deadlifts, squats, bench presses, and pull-ups. Secondly, you should start with a lighter weight on all of these exercises, focusing on forearm and mind-muscle connection. Third, you should rest after the gym, like it's your job. You and your muscles deserve it. That's where all the gains come in. You could practice some of the recovery methods previously mentioned, like foam, rolling, ice baths, etc. These methods are not needed for a proper recovery, but they could speed up the process. The proper way you should rest from the gym is by sleeping, eating, and active recovery days, meaning you do light cardio on days you don't go to the gym to improve your cardiovascular system. Subscribe now for more tips to maximize your muscle growth.